short-term trades? What are our long-term trades? How are they doing right now? And what is the current situation with every single trade that I'm in? That is what we're going to be going over in today's video. Buckle up, everybody. We're about to get into some pretty amazing setups and some setups that are meh. They're going okay for us, and we're just hanging out. So let's jump right into it, guys. Before we do that, all I ask of you is smash that like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more trade updates, analysis, education, going over the markets with my matrix trading system. So let's jump straight into it. We're going to get into the swing trades. I entered 3 brand new swing trades today, completely option based in our small account challenge portfolio. And then we'll get into the long-term trades that we are in and talk about the one new long-term trade that we entered last week. So starting off, Roblox. We entered Roblox today. We entered some options for 2 and 3 weeks out. We did this one because, as we can see, we are consolidating right here with volume decreasing. We're consolidating right here. We're at support. So basically, if we lose this support right in here at about 54 bucks, then we can easily just exit this trade with a small loss, even with options. But if we bounce here and start moving up to the $57 and $60, which is our targets for the next few weeks, then we will get paid with these options that we are in. If we look at the weekly chart, we can see that we have a bull trigger. We have a flip of a bearish trend into a bullish trend going on here. And we have targets up to 76 to 88. But we are playing this more so on a shorter term time frame, a daily time frame. Just wanted to show that we had a double bottom. We are moving higher. The trend is flipping on the weekly. So we are moving higher on the weekly, which means these pullbacks and this consolidation usually end up moving higher, more likely to move higher in this whole thing. If we go over to Voltic, if you want access to Voltic, you can get 20% off right now with my code and my link down below in the description. I'll leave that link down for you guys. I use this to understand the levels and understand where the stock price is being pulled to in the options market. I understand where the levels are, like the put walls and the call walls, where you're going to face resistance, where you're going to face support, where you're going to get the stock price moving towards overall with the volt, or basically what it is a magnet. So combining our roadblocks chart with our Voltic chart, we can see that we have 717, 724. So the next 1, 2, and 3 weeks out of expiration, the volt or magnet is all pulling up to that $59 to $60 range. We're currently sitting at 55, currently sitting at the put wall. So a very starch support level here at 54.55, like we already see right here, 54.55. If we lose this 54, then we can just hop out of Dodge. If we hold the 54 and we continue to climb higher, then we are going to get paid with these options. And I'll show you the options trades here in a minute on public. Just give me 1 second. Let's get through these real quick. So next up, we have Gilead Sciences. So Gilead Sciences is looking very, very good. So first up, we have a bull trigger on the daily, a bear trend into a bull trend. We had a run up. We had a pullback right into our bull trend, and now we are wicking off 128 and moving higher, reclaiming the bull trend and the 200-day moving average. So I'm sitting here saying, I like this setup. It looks good. Looks like we came back for a retest on lower volume, and now we are bouncing and should get a move higher to 133, 135, and then 137. Somewhere in this range, we'll be taking profits along the way on our options. And if we look at the weekly chart, we can see that we are breaking out of this downtrend. We broke out, retested, and now we are starting to bounce and move higher. And also the matrix is telling us we're about to flip and get a new bull trigger. So we're looking to continue our bullish uptrend on the weekly, and healthcare sector has been very bullish, and biotech sector has been very bullish as well. So I really like this play. to continue to move higher. If we jump on over to Voltic, we can see with Gilead that if we look at 1 month out, again, we have options for 2 to 3 weeks out. If we look at this, we're currently sitting at 131. We have a flip zone here and a very strong support level here at about 130. And we have a magnet moving up to 133, then 135, then 137, stacking as we call it, stacking higher and saying, hey, the options market every single week is pulling stock price higher with the magnet or with the volt. So we have the options market saying 133, 135, then 137. We have the weekly chart saying higher, the matrix saying we're flipping and going from bearish to bullish. The overall healthcare sector is very bullish right now, and it's bouncing off a key area. And then we have this big wick off and move higher, right, after a pullback on low volume. So does every one of these setups is every one of these setups going to work? Are we going to get paid on every single one of these options plays? Absolutely not. But we look for the highest probability to get paid on these options play by getting the charts, my matrix strategy, and Voltics, the volts, lining up to give us the highest probability of winning on these trades, having good risk management, so on and so forth. Number 3, our last swing trade that we actually entered today, looking very, very good, guys. Looking very, very good. We played this already back here off the, I call this, if you've seen my other videos, I call these snapbacks. Snapbacks are when we hit the green barrier and we snap back, right? And a snapback is we either get a snapback and then a move lower, or we get a full reversal. So with snapbacks, with these green barrier bounces on the Williams percentage range, you either get one, a snapback, or a full reversal. So this bounce off the green barrier and moved back to the red barrier, that was a full reversal. We ran from 42 all the way up to 69. Right here, this was a snapback. We hit, we jumped up, then we came straight back down, and then we reversed. So kind of reversal, but we would only been playing this for a little bit, and we would have took profits and most likely exited there before moving lower. And then here, just a week or just literally like a week or like last week, we had an entry here, and then we snapped back up to about 116. We took profits and we exited. Now we have the same thing. We're at the green barrier. We're at this support line after resistance, 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 breakout, retest, breakout, come back, retest it again. So I think we get a bounce here up to this 110, 115, 120 range. Back up here, coming back to the bear trend, coming back to retest those areas, right? And again, we see this on the daily. We can go to the weekly, and the weekly is starting to not look so great, but again, we are at this key support level. We are at the bullish trend, and I don't believe this is just going to go straight like this. It could, but I believe we should probably get a bounce here pretty soon. Again, making a lower high or something before we go down lower, or a full reversal. So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. Again, I love getting these bounces off the green barrier. We've already been bouncing a decent bit. We were down like 7%. Now we're at 13%. Over here on the volt, we can see that over the next week, we see 100 to 105. Actually, sorry, we gotta bump this out to a month. What I'm liking about this is that $100, basically where we almost were today, we got down to, let's see, 101.79, 101.79. We hit this floor almost at $100. And this is a proven floor. A proven floor, this is 96% that we get a bounce, right? So put walls this close to price, 2% away, held on touch 96% of 50 graded touches on sticky positive gamma days. So this is telling us that 96% of the time, this $100 level is going to act as a main point of support, and we are going to bounce. And if we see this over the next few days and next few weeks, it's saying 100 was the volt that it was pulling down to. We got that. But then it's saying over the next few days and weeks, 110, 100, 115, 120, 120, even up to 155, but we're not playing that far out. So if we look at that and say, okay, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, it lines up with what we're looking for on a bounce, right? Looking to bounce up to 110, 115, 120, taking profits along the way, having the green barrier touch down here, and most likely getting a bounce. That's what we're really looking for. We're looking for either a snapback up to 110, take some profits off the table. If we lose momentum and lose that, we have a break even stop loss, we'll get out of dodge, or we can keep riding this higher to 115, 120. Those are the three options trades in the small account challenge we just entered today. Wanted to break those down, my reasonings for them. If we jump on over here, we can see the plays that we actually got into today. Here's all our purchases. This account is currently at 23,175. Not too long ago, about 3 months ago, we started this account with $12,000 and now we're up to $23,000. In the last month alone, we've made $2,000. We're up 10% in just the last month alone, going back to June 15th. So it's a trailing 12 month. So going back to June 15th, we're already up $2,000 in the last month, 10%. Today, we're down a little bit, right? But yeah, these are the ones we got into. We got into 3 weeks out and 4 weeks out on roadblocks at 57. We got into 2 weeks out and 3 weeks out on Intel at 110 and 105. And we got into 2 weeks out and 3 weeks out on Gilead at 133 and 135. Slightly up on some, slightly down on others. Yeah, this is more, these are plays for, let's see how it goes the next couple of days. We don't get greedy. We trim fairly quickly. Like if we're getting 30, 40, 50%, we're trimming out. As we climb higher, we're trimming into strength. And then if we start getting pullbacks, once we trim about, 30, 40, 50%, then we're going to be setting break-even stop losses so we don't lose on the trades. And we always leave runners to see how far we can go on these trades. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what we did today. As far as our long-term trades, not much has really changed. Tempest is giving us a really good opportunity to add more. So we can obviously see that the matrix down here flipped and has been very bullish. We had a bull trigger. Then we had a bear trend, and now we had a full flip into a bull trend. We had a breakout of the symmetrical triangle pattern. Now it's coming back to retest this area, right? Retest this volume shelf before what I believe is a move back higher up into the 60s and 70s. So I will be adding more most likely to this position. I will not be looking to exit. We are still up on this position as of right now. Reddit, one of my favorite setups out there, guys. We had a bull trigger down here. We had this bear trend and now a flip into the bull trend. Also, a breakout of this consolidation that we've been in since 2026. And we had the breakout and now we are moving higher and our matrix targets are all the way up to mid to high 200s. So 250 to about 300 is our matrix targets. And that puts us possibly into new all-time highs for Reddit. The business is getting better and the momentum is continuing to climb higher. As you can see, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, just continue to climb higher. It probably won't be in a straight line. We'll just continue to hold this and climb higher on it. We're up 20% as of right now in our trading portfolio in this name. MDT, we're in a decent bit of medical stocks because the healthcare sector is doing very, very good. Looks very good. If we jump on over here to XLV, you can see why. This is why we are in so many healthcare stocks, because you have this massive inverse head and shoulders. You had this resistance right in here. You had this breakout, retest, and now you're starting to get a glimpse of a bounce. If we do bounce hard and take this out at 165, 166, then yeah, we are going to be cruising to about 180, and that's going to lift all healthcare stocks a lot higher. So stocks like MDT, Medtronic, that have increasingly better fundamentals, and the momentum is completely shifting from bearish momentum into flipping the early signs of a bullish momentum with a bull trigger. Yes, we take that. We're already up on this name. Our cost base is about a little under 82 bucks. We're up to 83.57. We are cruising higher now. Everything is flipped. Everything's looking very good for us to continue to climb higher to 94, mid to high 90s, and then low 100s. That is what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. We'll be taking profits along the way up and trimming out of this name, but always holding runners to hold as far as the eye can see with the momentum. Two more. Pod. This is another one that has been in a massive, massive downtrend. We're in this name a little bit early because we haven't actually got the flip from bear trend into bull trend, but we do have a bull trigger. We do have stacking histogram in our matrix. We do have a curling up out of the sweet spot on our matrix, and we do already have a leading indicator on our bull trend flipping green from red. So now the only other thing we need is this bullish cross right there. And then we have an A+ setup. Right now, I would call it about a B setup, but I really like it again because it's in the healthcare industry, which is looking to move a lot higher. And you just had this massive downtrend consolidation, and now you're breaking out of that consolidation, making higher highs, retested and bounced. I do think this name is going to move a lot higher. Matrix targets are between low 200s to mid 200s. Again, we will be scaling out on the way up, and we have this beautiful volume gap to about 260 to 270. The name we entered last week was SOFI. SOFI looks very, very good. It's been consolidating forever. There is a risk that we do revisit this $15 to $16 range because we have not yet broken out of the consolidation, right? You see that. And we've rejected now off this $19, $20 range. So there is a scenario where we come back down here and we get invalidated, and then we have to exit, and then we have to look to enter again in this name later on down the road. But we do have a bull trigger. We do have a bullish trend because we had a long bearish trend consolidation and now a flip from a bearish trend into a bullish trend with a bull trigger, stacking histograms, coming out of the sweet spot. Other things, obviously the consolidation, we haven't broke out of that yet. And then a nice volume shelf to launch off of with volume gaps up to 21, and then a big one up to 26, 27. So yeah, I like the risk reward on this trade that I'm in. I'm also in as an investment. The fundamentals continue to get better as a company. And I believe once the momentum gets going, once we break out of this, once we break over 20 and hold, then we will be going. So those are the trades I'm in. Those are all my open trades right now. I constantly update these, and I'm posting new trades based on my matrix system in the High Five Collective trading community, where you get access to all my trade alerts, all my breakdowns, all my reasoning, these videos consistently. And then if you want even more, if you want my actual system that I run, the matrix indicator, which comes with the bull and bear triggers, which also comes with the bear trends and the bull trends, and the matrix targets, the 3-in-1 package for the matrix trading system. If you want access to that, you can join the Platinum Trading Discord community. Leave that link down in the bio below with everything else on highfivecollective.org, or you come over to my WAP. And we have everything you need there. Full breakdowns on how to use the strategy, the matrix trading system. If you want all of that, you get that in the Platinum. You also get my leaps. You also get the investing community and all the trade alerts inside the community as well. So you're basically getting the full package of me, the matrix trading system, my investing framework, high conviction portfolio, the whole 9 yards. You get all of me and all my thoughts. So if you want any of that, link down in the bio below. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I plan to continue to do these weekly. Show some love, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.